G'day everyone, it's Kent from Kent's Paint Shack, back again after nearly a 3.5 month hiatus from painting miniatures. So what we have here is something a little bit different for me. It's a product review and this is my first one. I've got another one that I'll be doing later on. This is for War Games Atlantic Aztec Warriors. There's 30 multi-part hard plastic 28mm figures. And this came about by the fact that I've been doing some painting of some World War II, that's the 0200 Hours miniatures by War Games Atlantic. Decided to send them a couple of photographs of the minis that I've been doing, which you guys have seen online already on YouTube. And just said to them, look, if you'd like to send me some of your minis, I'd be happy to review them. And I'll be totally honest with my review. They're not paying me to do it. I did get some free minis, which is kind of cool. And they just sent me some. I didn't ask for certain ones. And what we got were the Aztecs. I've got to say, I even love the box art. Look, if I can zoom up on that, look at these figures. Look at those guys. They are so cool. Let's see if we can even zoom in a bit closer. Yeah, so the painting on these guys is just, I've got to say, cool, inspiring. So, and because the box art's so good, I think it helps you with getting them done. So as I said, there's 30 figures in the box. You can go onto their site and you can click on the pictures of these minis as well, zoom them up, and get even better look at them. I'll just flick the box around. On the back are the same minis in different pictures, a bit of an explanation about them, and the fact that they are multi-part minis. You can get a box of Spanish to fight these guys, and guess what? I'm gonna do my best to get a box of those and find a gaming system. If you know one, let me know, because these are going to be fun to game with. Okay, without further ado, I just had a bit of a cough and a splutter, but without further ado, let's put the box aside and let's look at the sprues. So there are 5 sprues. They are all exactly the same. Now, I know what you're about to say. They're all the same, so that's boring. But actually, if you look at this, let me just bring it up a bit. Look at everything that's on there. You know, you've got your spears, your slings, your bows, your clubs, and you've got 2 bodies that have like you can do the panther suits or those green and blue suits. Then you have other ones that are wearing like a padding, and then you've got ones that don't have any padding on at all. So there's 2 of each, and by the time you have mixed and matched, you can get a hang of a lot of poses out of each sprue. So, you know, there's as I said, there's 6 different figures, but yeah, you can have a lot of fun. I've made a couple of bowmen up. I've even chopped some of the bits and pieces off and made it look almost like a bow, an arrows in mid-flight from the bow, or just about to leave it. There are lots of head options. You've got most of them on this side, but you've still got a few scattered around. If I just flick this over here, and I'm just going to zoom it up a little bit. In the back of these heads here, you can see there's a hollow. Now, what happens is the feathers slot into these holes. I had to trim these down just slightly to get them in, but they fit in really nicely. Had no troubles at all. The heads, yeah, the heads are really cool. Lots of different options in the heads, and they glue together really well. So I had no problems at all. You know, sometimes you glue multi-part miniatures together, and yeah, the language can get quite colourful sometimes because things just don't fit and don't work. I didn't have that at all. The only thing I had like a little tiny bit of issues was when I put the bags on and the quivers with the arrows. Because they kind of sling over them, you've just got to get it really done quite well. I think I need to have another couple of cracks at it before I'll get it exactly right. But really, I was really pleased with the minis. I've painted a few of them up, which I'll take a few photographs so you can see. But yeah, so 30 figures that fit together great. They're fun to paint. You know, I know some people have a bit of a, I don't know, they just don't like Atlantic miniatures. But I've painted up a few of these minis now, from the World War II range and now these, and I have no problems with them at all. The only issue I had with these, and it was so small because it just meant I had to do a tiny little bit more of work, is that if let me just zoom that up. In here, let me flick it round. On these suits, there's a lot of texture, and the joint, there's a couple of joins of the plastic onto the texture. So when you cut them off, you've got bits of plastic stuck on this texture, and it just took me a little bit of extra time to work through that and just tidy that up without ruining the pattern. So yeah, it kind of would have been nice if these two bits weren't here, and maybe they were pumping the plastic in. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a designer of these plastic things, but if you could pump it, maybe two in with the feet, and then two in with the arms, instead of, and even maybe one. I don't know. It's just a minor thing. Everything else I am really happy with. And I'm really looking forward to building the whole 30, and just getting some real cool pictures in there. I even think I'm going to maybe look at Gamer Grass. They've got some great wee tufts and kind of jungle looking bits that you can add to make it look not like I would normally base them. So I want to base them so they're right. So yeah, lots of fun. So we'll leave it at that. If I was to give these a score out of 10, I'd probably be 8.5, 9. Maybe even creep them out past the 9. I'm really excited to be building and painting these. And once you see, hopefully my first couple, the first one I did, as far as the skin was painting on it, you can go, oh, it needed a little bit more work, but I did that on the next one. So, excuse me, coughing. We'll leave it at that, and I'll put some pictures up, and yeah, hope you like them. Let me know what you think. Cheers. Okay, well, this is one of the first, or this is the second miniature I actually painted up. Did him in like a leopard suit. I've done the skin a bit different than I would normally do my like European skin, just because I didn't think that Aztecs would have that kind of skin, that they'd have a slightly redder skin. So I will go through how I painted the skin and do a bit of a lesson on that if you're interested in that. But yeah, so that's him. I'm really pleased with the way he came out. I must admit, like I said, the headdress is probably almost a little bit comical, but hey, what the heck. So he's got wee kind of, they're almost like a sandal on, but it kind of just encompasses the back of the foot there. So that's that guy. And then we've got this one here. So he was my first attempt at skin. So you can see the difference between, let's see if we can get him right. You can see the difference. Let's get one side by side. Okay, so there's a little bit of difference there in the way the skin's done. So as with most things, when you paint a different kind of skin that you haven't done before, you just need to work on it until you get it right. Now, the wash that excuse my black fingers, I've just been doing some basing. Well, they're not black, they're dark brown. The green wash that I put on the suit was a Villagio one, or game wash. where I would normally use a Citadel one. So I just run out. So I'm probably going to do another green suit, and I haven't matte varnished anything yet, just so I can test out the other one, because it just washed out my colours a bit. So I'm not 100% happy with the green on this guy. Maybe if I have it a little bit further away, it might be easier to see. So that's that guy though. So he was my first one. He was my second one. So hopefully you can see that there's just a little bit more work. Excuse that phone going off. That's my boss. And then I've started work on this one. He's still got one more layer of skin to go, but we're starting to get there. Just working. I haven't finished a few things on here. Just this bit up here, I haven't done that. Haven't finished the hair yet. One more layer of skin probably. I'm not sure, but maybe one more layer of skin on him. He's got 3 layers of skin at the moment and a wash on him. So what I'll just show you. So this is my first. He's very dark. He's my first layer of skin and first layer of the padding. So you can see how the padding looks when it's finished. It's got a wash over it, and then painted the same colour again, and then painted the same colour with a bit of white in. But yeah, so I've done that, and let's show you one that I've only just glued together. So we've glued this guy here together from another sprue. This one's got the wee banner on the back. I don't know what you call that for these guys. Let's just pull that back a bit, probably a bit close. Yeah, so you can see how it just sticks on the back, and the wee shield. So I'll put him on a base, and then I'll undercoat him, or on a bit of card, and we'll just be carrying on. So yeah, as I said, I'm really enjoying these. They are fun. This is another one that I've just been doing a little bit of work on. I think being a bit further away, you can see the skin maybe a little bit clearer. A lot of work to do on them yet. Yes. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you enjoy the video. Please leave your comments if you've been building these guys yourselves. Let me know what you think, or if you've been thinking about buying a box. Also, let me know whether this has helped you, as I'm going to do another review, and I will be doing a painting tutorial on these guys. I'm just got to paint a few more up as my test figures, because these are all test figures. And yeah, so I'll be especially doing this one, the skin, and everything, how I'm doing the wood. And that's that. So take care, everyone, and we will catch you again on the next video.